72 or 73. And I was just entering my freshman year in high school, 9th grade, and the ag instructor came out to recruit my brother, who was 2 years older than me, so he was going to be a junior, into agriculture. My parents had purchased a 120-acre farm. We were 3 generations removed from the farm, had nobody with farming experience in our background. And so Mr. Strife came out to recruit my brother. My brother had no desire to sit in an ag class. My mom and I kind of watched this, and I turned to her and I said, I'd like to do that. And my mom said, well, why are you asking me? Ask Mr. Strife. So I did. And he said, well, you know, women have officially been authorized to be full members in the FFA, and that just happened in the last couple years. Rob and I've never had a female go through my class. I have one question for you. Yes, sir, I said. He said, are you a quitter? And I said, no, sir, I've never quit anything in my life. He said, well, the guys might be pretty tough on you. And I said, well, I want to learn about agriculture. Do you think they would help me do that? And they did. I really owe Win Strife, my advisor, a lot of the encouragement to pursue agriculture. So through my work with the Linder Farm Network and a great Wilmer FFA, was able to host the startup of an alumni chapter and get it going again. And after I left Farm Broadcasting, I came to Farm Bureau as the communications director. And so with that, I decided to start taking my time and doing media releases, and worked with all those broadcasters to come in and report and to report on convention. Because it changed my life. I found a home there. I found supporters there. I learned about an industry that I had taken for granted, being born and raised in the Twin Cities. And then as a reporter, realizing that our economics in this state, how they depend on agriculture and in this nation, and I just think it's overlooked or taken for granted. So, to pick one, I'm going to share one about my mom. So in her later life, I cared for her, and she happened to be in a wheelchair, but she knew how FFA had affected her kids. So I was serving as an assistant commissioner of agriculture, and I said, Mom, would you like to come to the state FFA convention with me? And of course, the last time she had been there was when I received my state degree. She said I would. So we get all ready and we go, and she's in a wheelchair, and I bring her in. And she saw a couple girls that were not in official dress. And Dr. Frederick came over to talk to my mom, and she said, Doc, why are those girls not in official dress? And he said, well, they may not have the money to buy the official corduroy jacket. And my mother whipped out her checkbook and wrote a check and said, you buy those girls some jackets. Looks like you've got some right there. You make sure those girls have jackets. And when my mother passed away, we ended up asking for memorials to go to the FFA, so to give kids jackets. I think that's my favorite story. When a program changes your life, or an employer changes your life, I think it's important to give back if you have that capacity. I have no heirs. I have no one that I have to provide for. So I would like to provide to a couple organizations that I've identified, and heading that list is the Minnesota FFA.